You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
Hello and welcome to the show. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
Oh, did you forget who you were? Or?
No, I don't know.
Was you?
I've been sitting in a waiting room.
It's been,
too
yeah,
long.
that's true. You've been in a waiting room. We're going to do a Super Bowl special. It's something we thought we would try and come up with. We're going to keep it short and simple. We're going to do one for Super Bowl week. We're going to do one for Valentine's Day. We also have our regular show on Mondays. Still have that. In fact, it came out yesterday. So this is our special. It'll come out the 6th and run through Super Bowl week. So what we're going to talk about is a couple things that you might be surprised about is the favorite foods for a party. We'll talk about that. And we'll talk about how much tickets are going to run for the game.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable. I don't know how anybody could afford to go to a Super Bowl unless you're rich.
Either that or you have no other vacation.
I mean, some of these prices are unbelievable. The most popular food by state, we'll talk about that, and popular dips by state. A lot of people like dips for a Super Bowl party.
Buffalo
We've
dip.
had a few.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had as many because Steelers don't really get to the Super Bowl lately. It's been a while. And we've done some for other games. People have called and said, hey, you guys going to have a party? We already know who the participants are. We know it's the Kansas City Chiefs are going to go up against the Philadelphia Eagles. And some might say, well, you're from the Pennsylvania area. Doesn't mean we're Eagles fans. We're not.
No.
Really don't really have a stake in it as far as who wins.
No.
I don't really you probably don't have a preference. You don't care.
I don't care.
She doesn't care about Super Bowl anyway.
I do.
Well,
I root for the
you
Steelers
watch.
when they went there. And
Well,
I
yeah,
think if the Lions ever got back, I would root for them.
True. She's
I was
not born in Detroit, but she lived in Detroit most of her life.
No, I lived in Midland, but yeah.
I'm saying
Michigan.
Michigan. I meant Michigan, Okay. But anyway, so we'll talk about that. Some popular dips. Are you going to have a party? Are you going to go
to a party?
Is it something you need to do? Maybe you'd rather have the party than go to a party. I don't know.
You would rather have the party.
I would rather have the party because then I won't have to go anywhere. Yeah, it's pretty sad. So they did this thing on Google search, and they analyzed 9,000 search terms to find out what is some of the popular Super Bowl foods. And they also did it by state. So I was wondering, Terry, if you had any idea what you think might be we're talking food, not dips yet.
I would say pizza would be one of the top ones.
Well, let's see. Pizza, believe it or not, I don't see it in this list.
Really? Didn't even make the list. How about
Well,
like a
no, what I mean
sandwich
is
or a hero or...
Well, they do it by state. So if you were going to say, I know you're thinking pizza for Pennsylvania, probably, right?
Well, I don't know.
But as far as a food, yeah, it's not. It's for Pennsylvania, it's buffalo wings.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me either, though.
But see, I'm a pizza. I like pizza, but I guess, a lot of people, I guess you'd go pizza wings, right?
Yeah.
That should be a duo. So I was looking in this list to see, but buffalo wings was huge. Super Bowl and wings were just synonymous. Illinois, Maryland, New York, Ohio, of course, PA, and Virginia love the buffalo wings. Rhode Island is also a big fan of the wings, but they like them tossed in a garlic Parmesan sauce.
We did like the garlic Parmesan.
What was it? What was it? Lemon something? No, not lemon. Remember we used to buy them at Sam's. Tequila. They were good. They don't sell them anymore, though. Some other top foods, besides if you were going to take pizza and buffalo wings out, what would we do? Like, what have we done? We obviously
we've done all kinds of different ones.
Simple, simple, easy. We've done meatballs.
We've done hot sausage, I think,
There's tater tots is on
or
here.
Italian sausage, or
Queso is on here. Queso was Wisconsin's favorite dish. That's the cheese state, isn't it? In the Midwest, the dairy products, yeah, that's the Green Bay cheeseheads. Alabama, Kentucky, Missouri, and Indiana like to stay warm. They like a bowl of chili during the game. South Carolina likes chili also. But they like it with on a hot dog.
chili on
So
a
they
hot
want,
dog.
yeah, they want the hot dog with the chili on it. A good Shorty's hot dog with chili on it. Actually sounds pretty good. Georgia, Michigan, and Tennessee do pigs in a blanket. That seems like a lot of work. Do you think it is?
No.
People in Delaware serve up crab balls. So they like crab. Arkansas likes fried pickles for their Super Bowl. Floridians love guacamole. And Oregon loves potato fries. So I don't know. For us, I mean, I don't know if they see the game comes on
Later. usually.
late. It doesn't start till 6:30.
Sometimes even later than that.
And that's why a lot of people would like to see. Here's the list if you want to see. So I don't know if you can see it because it's so small. A lot of people would like to see Monday as a holiday, the day after, because the game. I don't know why you can't do the
there
game.
are a lot of people call off that day at school.
Why not do it on a Saturday night?
Yeah, because a lot of people are up too late and they just call off so that they don't have to get up the next morning.
Yeah, I just don't.
But you know what? In this area, it's not been as bad since we haven't been in it. But when we were in it, they all called off.
Now, yeah, I would love to see the Monday after Super Bowl as a holiday. It'll never happen, but I would like to see that.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen because it's not.
It's just not. It's just not going to happen.
It's
I just move it to Saturday. You'd still get the whole weekend of events, and you could
Right.
still do that. I mean, I know they're saying, well, you make a whole weekend of it. You go Friday, Saturday, and then the game.
on
But it's Sunday night. Used to be back in the day when the Steelers went back in 1974, their first Super Bowl. They played at 1:00 in the afternoon
on Sunday.
yes, on a Sunday, and it was very cold. I think it was supposed to be played in Detroit, but the was it the Superdome was in? No, Superdome was in Louisiana, right? So the dome wasn't done. So they had to play in a college stadium, and it was freezing cold, and the Steelers won, but it was a 1:00 game. And I can also remember the games in the 70s, the Steelers went, and it was always 1:00, sometimes 2. So, okay, so we know the foods. So how about drinks? What do you think the number one drink
Beer.
would be? You'd think that, because I thought that too. But the go-to drink close to beer was beaten out by non-alcoholic beverages. More than 2 in 5 prefer alcoholic-free drinks compared to 41% who drink beer. So 43% would rather have a non-alcoholic.
I mean, I would rather have or a light alcoholic like sissy drink.
Well, we bought those. Well, those.
Yeah, I still didn't even get. I forgot to get them out New Year's Eve.
Well, not those, but we used to buy the bottles.
Yes, it's
Bottles
wine
and
coolers.
whatever, wine coolers. Yeah,
wine coolers.
I mean
yeah.
they're basically harmless unless you have.
They have a lot of sugar.
The
in
whole
them.
case. Well, yeah, if you're looking at cases. So we know the food, we know the drink, which is beer is going to be flowing, but non-alcoholic. A lot of people. You know why? Because it's a Sunday night.
And they have to drive
Unless
home
you're
to
taking
to
the
go
next
to
day
work, and
off.
yeah,
If you know you're taking the next day off, then you probably
don't care.
really don't care. Now, as far as dips, what do you think Pennsylvania, seeing we're PA, what do you think would be the most popular
I
game
don't know,
day dip?
on the buffalo things, they probably put ranch dip.
Well, this says buffalo chicken dip for PA.
Oh, yeah, buffalo chip. Well, that was the
The
next
ranch.
thing. That's what everyone makes. Like your sisters made it. Who else has made? Oh, someone made it New Year's Eve for here.
Bean dip's on the list.
Was that Ange? Ange made it.
Yes. Yes, she did. Yes, for New Year's.
Yeah.
Chocolate chip cookie dip is on here. Queso dip.
Queso.
If they could make this any smaller, it'd be fantastic. You know what I mean? Beer dip out there in the West. Jalapeno popper dip in California. French dip is on quite a few.
Yeah, you like your
Out in the West.
French onion dip.
I do. I like my French and my potato chips and my French onion dip. I do like that. Now it's kind of those are fun foods. Just kind of because it's easy or snacky.
Mm-hmm.
Snacky.
And it's easy. You just set it out there and,
We were talking about Monday, 1 in 4, 24%, which is low. Say the day after Super Bowl should be declared a national holiday. That's not as high as you think it'd be. It might be higher now, but
I don't think so because
I mean, as far as people,
the only time you're really into it is when your team goes.
yeah. Well, unless you have a vested interest, a lot of people will be betting on the game.
It, yes.
They have so many things. How long the national anthem takes. They'll be betting on who scores the first touchdown or who has the first interception or who has to make it more interesting, for the game. But we used to do the boxes.
Mm-hmm.
You'll probably do that
Sometimes
at school
we do.
when you sign in and try and win. I won once on a
I
box.
won once too, didn't
Yeah.
I?
I think so. Me and Beefy went in it together. And
I won like $100 or something. I won a quarter or something.
so before we get to the tickets, which we'll take a break and then we'll come back and we'll do the ticket thing. But we're asking people like reasons to attend or even host a Super Bowl party. So number 5 of one of the reasons for attending or hosting was to watch the commercials. And I do like that.
They come out with good commercials every year. A new commercial comes out for that.
I'd rather watch the commercials than the halftime sometimes because the halftime anymore has been, it hasn't been that great.
Yeah.
Number 4 for family gatherings. It is a reason to get together.
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you have children that have to go to school the next day, and we have grandchildren that are on a regiment, a schedule, it makes it kind of tough when the game doesn't start till 6:30. But family gatherings, maybe you just do it and then you just go home before the game. You can always watch it on your own time. Other reasons to attend is the game itself. For social reasons is number 2, just to kind of maybe you've been out of touch with somebody and you want friends that you haven't seen in a while. And of course, the number 1 reason for attending or hosting a party, the food. And I think that's the big thing, don't you? I mean, I think food is.
Snack.
I do. I'm a snacker.
Mm-hmm.
I like to snack
You
on
like to snack.
and the dips. The food goes flowing. We did that for New Year's too.
Mm-hmm.
The food was flowing. We had so much. We had more than we could eat. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I didn't make as much this year.
No, we didn't.
But everybody
Everybody brought a
something.
bunch of stuff, and it worked out great. So maybe do the same thing for Super Bowl. I have a feeling we're going to have company anyway, because every Sunday we have our grandchild come. So why
Which
not?
is fine.
We'll just do something. And again, you don't have to watch the game. You can just kind of chill.
A reason to get
enjoy.
together.
It's again, you try to find reasons. We've been very fortunate because he has come about every Sunday.
Just about every Sunday.
Unless, so it's been fun, and we're watching him grow, and he's just getting
Bigger and
so much bigger. And we might have a special announcement, but we're not going to make it just yet. We're going to wait till the middle of the month, and then we'll see where we're headed after the appointment. Yeah, a couple weeks. So, yeah. Well, whatever. She's whispering to me. She's giving me hand signals. You have to wait that long before you do anything? Oh, okay, well, then we won't do anything. We come back, we'll talk about how much tickets might cost to get to the Super Bowl if you're thinking about it. You might want to take out a loan. That's next. So you want to start a podcast. Maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun. And I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great-looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. Welcome back to our Super Bowl special as we're getting ready. The week leading up to the Super Bowl 57, as the Eagles will take on the Chiefs. Should be a good game, to be honest. It should be. The Eagles are playing really well. Kansas City, they've got so many weapons. I guess a lot of it depends on Patrick Mahomes and how his ankle. He's got they say a high ankle sprain, but I think it's worse than the way he was hobbling around. But he still made it work. Although the reason Cincinnati lost is they hit him out of bounds, so that gave him 15 more yards. They kicked a field goal with 3 seconds left, and that's
is that how
they kept it from going to overtime.
Yeah, because you thought Cincinnati had a chance.
I thought Cincinnati. I did. I thought they were playing so well, but they did not look like they didn't play very well on Sunday. But anyway, so if you're thinking about going to the game, maybe you are. We're not. But if you are, this is in Arizona, so it is a warm weather. Get out, maybe get there Thursday or something, spend the weekend. According to this article I read, the cheapest listed as far as Super Bowl tickets was $5,710, which seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
And some lower tier seats are going for more than $37,000. That just, I mean, really? How do people go to these things?
How
There's no way it could be $37,000.
How could you warrant that?
It says as of Sunday night, the cheapest ticket was $5,710. Of the 2,550 tickets the resale site had on sale, the average price was $9,000, while the most expensively priced ticket was listed at $37,408. I just cannot believe that even if the Steelers were in it, I'm not.
That's a car.
There's no way. Yeah, that's right. $37,000 we paid for a car to go to a game that lasts 3 hours.
Yeah, a few hours. I'm like, yeah.
And that doesn't include.
And people do that for their wedding too.
That
they
doesn't
spend
include
more than that.
Hotels, flight,
and everything else.
And everything else. It's on top of that. $9,000. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know how an average person could go to this game. There's no way, unless they're these tickets. are like really specialty seats. There's got to be some seats that cost like $1,500, which is still a lot of money. But man, that is out there. The Chiefs advanced the Super Bowl for the third time in 4 years, and the Eagles, they won in 2015. They now have a new quarterback and a new head coach, and as I said, they're playing some really good football. So it should be a good game. So those are just some of the things that leading up to Super Bowl Sunday. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm allowed to say Super Bowl. And I said it the whole time. There's something about I just thought of that. The big game. I don't think you're allowed to say.
To bleep it out.
I might have to. I don't know. I thought there was something about that gets trademarked or something, and you have to say the certain thing. Well, all right, we'll just say the big game is coming up on Sunday. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not using it. I'm not advertising. I'm not doing any advertising with it, so I should be okay. But if they tag it, and this is all for naught. We did all this for nothing.
Oh, well.
All because I kept yapping Super Bowl. Big game.
Yeah.
I did it again. It's hard not to say,
yeah,
because it's, but I'm not tying it to advertise. We're just doing it as a podcast, getting you ready for the big game.
For which food you want to take.
What food do you want to bring to the party? What is going to make you stand out? I remember you brought an avocado dip somewhere, and you just did it on a whim.
To a picnic, yeah.
Yeah, you just said, I wanted to bring
guacamole.
something.
The first time I tried to make
guacamole. I know where it was. It was at Paula's thing.
Mm-hmm.
They did this outside tent.
Yeah.
It was like in October. I don't know what it was.
It was like
it was
during
a cooler
COVID,
night.
yes. Uh-huh.
And she wanted to bring
something.
And
I had
it was a big
avocados in the refrigerator. Yeah, and one lady said, "Hey, do you have a?"
Who brought this?
And
right?
I said, "Yeah." I said, "I did. Why is it bad?" And she said, "No, it's really good." So
somebody really thought it out and had ho-hos. It was like a last minute thing, and I'm there, man. A ho-ho.
Oh yeah, they were passing ho-hos out at that thing.
Passing out the ho-hos and the avocado dip. It was all good, and that was a last second thing. So what is your go? What would you bring to make? Because some people like to bring something that's memorable. To me, I don't just bring something.
The newest thing I've made that was very good was the pistachio cake.
Yes, that was good.
It was really good. It was really moist.
The bundt cake. Yeah, oh, my God. We ate that. Oh.
We ate it up. I can't make it again because we'll eat it.
I mean, it had, what I liked about it was, and it's going to sound weird, but the icing, the way you did it was just drizzled. It wasn't all over. So you get a bite of the pistachio. It was really good, and sometimes you might get
and it has pistachio pudding in it, so it's real moist anyhow.
We have to make it for the
Super
Bowl. The big game, I mean.
Okay, well, if we're having people over, I could. I did buy the stuff to make it.
So if someone's here, and we'll if someone
then I'll
shows
gain
up,
all my weight back. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, mine. Who cares? We'll just get on the treadmill for 2 more hours. Right?
Have you seen me on it lately?
Not lately. Well, we've been a little busy.
Yeah, we're always busy in here.
We are a little busy. All right, that's it. We're going to call. Well, that's our big game special.
Okay.
Just in case. Don't forget to subscribe. Every Monday we have a regular podcast. So our shows are every Monday. You can subscribe. You get alerts, and they do work because I got a bunch of alerts on my phone. So you can do that. You actually can contact us on Twitter or follow us. I have some questions that we just asked that we posted. Maybe we can get some feedback and use on the next show. So check that out on justtalkingoutloud.com or Just Talking Out Loud Twitter and Facebook. You can also contact me, email at justtalkingoutloud@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. For those of you that are still listening, we appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed our little special, and we'll see you next time. We're out.
Have a blessed week.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.